Belt, Virginia Commonwealth, 14-11 and 5-6 in the Sun Belt Conference. But again, they got to that 14-11 in strange form. They're 7-2 on the road with one win on a neutral court, and they're 6-7 at home, and the coaching staff simply cannot figure that out. That's really not the way it's supposed to work in college basketball. Let's meet the starting lineups now. Let's join the public address announcer, Bill King.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and here are the starting lineups. First for the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. At one forward, a 6'8 senior from Paterson, New Jersey, 00, Eric Riggins. The other forward, a 6'6 sophomore from Jersey City, New Jersey, number 12, Emery Ward. The center, a 6'7 freshman from Freehold, New Jersey, number 32, Lee Perry. At one guard, a 6-foot senior from Trenton, number 14, Steve Brown. And the other guard, a 6'2 sophomore from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, number 10, Rick Datica. The head coach of the Scarlet Knights, Craig Littlepage. Now for the Rams of Virginia Commonwealth. At one forward, a 6'8 junior from Charlottesville, number 35, Phil Stinnie. The other forward, a 6'6 senior from Richmond, number 12, Pete Strayhorn. Starting at center this afternoon, the 6'6 junior from Birmingham, Alabama, number 52, Bruce Petway. At the guards, a 5'11 senior from Newark, Ohio, number 10, Bruce Allen. And the other guard, a 6'2 sophomore from Elizabeth, New Jersey, number 11, Derek McGhee. The head coach of the Rams, Mike Polio.
Both head coaches are in their second year at their respective schools. Craig Littlepage and Mike Polio have their teams ready to roll this afternoon. And we'll be back with a tip-off for today's game right after you watch this. The officials for today's game, Mickey Crowley on your left, Merv Shapiro in the middle, and Art McDonald. And Larry, it'll be an interesting start to the ball game. Rutgers with Eric Riggins doing so well has seen a lot of gimmick defenses. Virginia Commonwealth has seen a lot of zone. Rutgers likes to play zone. So it'll be interesting to see how the two teams decide to come out now.
Well, I think the one thing we can expect to see from Virginia Commonwealth, Mike Polio likes to play a man-to-man defense. Rutgers, on the other hand, if they get a man-to-man defense, you can look for them to take the ball immediately to Riggins.
You see, this is the first meeting ever between these two schools. They both met with defeat on yesterday. Larry, sometimes when you step out of conference play, you can have a little bit of fun in a basketball game at this time of the year.
Well, there's another reason also. I mean, during conference play, you don't have much of an opportunity to experiment very much. In February, if you can get one of these type of games, maybe you've got something you like to work on, and today may be one of those days these two clubs can do that.
Rutgers controls the opening tip. Steve Brown with the basketball, the point guard, quickly to Datica. Now along the far side to Eric Riggins, who has simply been lighting it up, scoring 96 points in his last 3 ball games for the Scarlet Knights.
And VCU has opened up in a man-to-man defense. You see Strayhorn hawking Riggins on the baseline.
Strayhorn has drawn the assignment, and he knocks the ball loose down in there. They're going to call it a jump ball, and the ball will come to Virginia Commonwealth. So Strayhorn doing a number on Riggins to start the ball game. He's going to have a long afternoon of having to keep that up. He's guarding a very difficult man right now, but he wins the first little battle of the war.
All right, Rutgers opens up in that familiar 2-3 zone. They're going to try to pack it back inside. VCU's had some difficulty shooting from the outside.
A foul is called as Bruce Petway's shot goes in the air. So we have the first foul of the ball game called here.
I think Lee Perry got that foul down on the inside. You'll see it right here. Good dish, good pass right in there. Derek McGhee got it right where he wanted, down into Petway low. You see the foul committed right there by Lee Perry.
Bruce Petway, a 62% free throw shooter on the line here, a 6'6 junior from Birmingham, Alabama.
Aren't very many players floating around in the Sun Belt Conference from Birmingham, Alabama that didn't go to UAB.
I was just going to say, they won a recruiting war in their own conference there. That way, ready again. And the rebound taken away by Rutgers. Emery Ward picked it off the board. Now Brown with the basketball. Riggins deep on the wing. That time it's Emery Ward over on him. Or not, excuse me, not Emery Ward. It was Pete Strayhorn again that came out and picked him up that time.
That's a good dish to the inside. Emery Ward with a basketball. Kind of imitated exactly what Bruce Petway did on the other end. They got the ball down low to him. He made a quick positive move to the inside and tried to lay it off the board. Got fouled. He'll go to the line. Mike Polio, career wins 143 and 62. Used to coach at Kentucky Wesleyan. He did an excellent job while he was there, Fred.
First foul on Bruce Petway. Emery Ward, a 6'6" sophomore from Jersey City, New Jersey. The free throw off the rim. Emery Ward, kind of a reckless player. His nickname is Rambo. Say he really likes to take it in with traffic, take it to the hoop. Gets the second free throw, has his first point.
Rutgers with a little bit different look now on defense. They're going to come out in full court pressure. It looks like a matchup zone. No, they go to a 2-2-1. VCU having no problem handling it.
1-1 tie in the early going here in the Richmond Coliseum. Rutgers and Virginia Commonwealth. Allen. Strayhorn to McGhee. Down along the baseline now to Stinnie. Phil Stinnie shot good.
Well, Stinnie with a good positive power move to the inside. He took it right into that Rutgers defense.
Rutgers right back now, down 3-1. Reagan's very deep on the wing. He's taking the ball way out on the wing like that. Strayhorn coming out with him. Rutgers working on the offense. Turnaround shot is good. That time Steve Brown nailed the shot from off the left side of the circle.
And that was not an easy shot because right on top of him was Bruce Allen.
3-3 tie with 18:22 left in first half action here. Crowd gathering here in the Richmond Coliseum for this afternoon's game and the Beach Boys concert to follow.
Little rendition of Help Me Rhonda, maybe?
For good vibrations, there's Allen throwing one up from three-point range, and he got him.
That was good vibrations. They were knocking the net around.
Accurate, too. 6-3, Virginia Commonwealth. Rutgers on the attack. Emery Ward goes down the baseline, and he was hooked and fouled right there by Bruce Petway, and that is Petway's second personal foul.
Fred, Emery Ward just made a good move. He got right in good position. See him square up right there. He took that big first quick step, and he got Petway leaning back on his heels. And when you get around your defender like that and there's no help, in most cases the guy's going to reach out and grab you, and that's exactly what Petway did.
Petway now is going to sit down, having drawn that second foul. Into the ballgame is John Thompson, a 6'7" junior from Brunswick, a transfer from North Carolina State. So Petway draws that second foul.
VCU is going to stay in that 2-3 zone defense out of that out-of-bounds play. Rutgers being a little bit more patient with the basketball. Kind of unusual to see Riggins that far out on the offense.
Been very deep on the wings, and he hasn't even seen the ball anywhere in along the lane or down close to the basket. Now he's roaming the baseline. They might be trying to get it down in there. They do. He steps in, comes up short, fights for the rebound, and a foul goes against Virginia Commonwealth.
I think Thompson got that foul.
He did. John Thompson, who just came off the bench, replacing Bruce Petway because Petway had picked up 2 quick fouls. Thompson now picks one up. Mike Polio, the Virginia Commonwealth coach, his second year as a head of the Rams.
He said something interesting to us before the basketball game. He felt like this was probably the most important game of the year for him. His club's lost 3 in a row. He needed to turn it back around, and he felt like if he could win this one and a couple more down the stretch, that the people in New York would be giving him a call for that NIT bid.
Riggins' free throw good. The 6'8" senior from Patterson, New Jersey, picks up his first point of the afternoon. Good free thrower, Larry. 79% shooter. Just solid numbers all the way around for him.
An unusual look. It's like Jerry Lucas. Remember how Lucas used to pop that ball up on his shoulder right there and put it up?
Kind of set it off to one side. Riggins picks up 2. And it's a 6-5 ball game now. Virginia Commonwealth by 1. Rams with the basketball. Derek McGhee to the top of the circle and right back out again. Rutgers, man-to-man.
Yeah, Rutgers changed defenses. They went to a man-to-man.
Allen throws it up badly off balance and is taken away. Emery Ward for Rutgers. Now to Brown, and Brown's going to push it to the top of the circle. Danica had a 3-point shot, then it got shut off. Now he takes a bank shot that won't drop. Look at Ward in there trying to get it back up, and it was rebounded by Danica this time.
One of the problems VCU's had this year has been rebounding. They only lead their opponents by 1 in average rebounds per game. And with a record of 14-11, you think it'd be a little bit better than that.
Danica, now Brown. Bruce Allen defending. Emery Ward comes deep on the wing to take the pass. Boy, they're starting that offense wide, aren't they?
Yeah, VCU hasn't changed defenses. They basically stayed with their man-to-man defense, and that's what Mike Polio told us he was going to do. It's like Rutgers is a little bit off track right now. Craig Littlepage up off the bench trying to give instructions to his club.
Well, there's one good way to do it. Get the ball to Riggins low. He missed the shot, but the rebound good. Lee Perry takes it back up and in.
Phil Stinnie stood there as if to say, what in the world is going on here? He reached in and just took it right away from him.
So Rutgers with their first lead of the ball game at 7-6 with 16 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half. Derek McGhee, nice fake at the baseline. The shot didn't fall for him. McGhee has it again, trying to dribble it out of there. It's picked up by Thompson in a turnaround. Shot is good. John Thompson just kind of muscled for 2 points that time.
Just kind of open your eyes and a blind squirrel will find an apron once in a while, and he just got it off the floor and laid it in.
8-7, Virginia Commonwealth. Rutgers with the basketball now. Emery Ward very deep on the wing. Now to Brown. They've got Riggins along the lane trying to post up now. A pass partially deflected, but Riggins picks it up. Misses the shot down inside and is taken away by Commonwealth. Strayhorn gets it to Derek McGhee. Allen, Strayhorn. There's Thompson down inside. Boy, he is strong. He's fouled, and the basket's going to count. It's going to be tough to stop when you let him get it down in the block like that.
Well, Thompson got it on one side of the lane. That time he got it on the other side. Good pass by Strayhorn in the middle. Good strong move here up and in.
A funny foul. Emery Ward just kind of reached out and casually
kind of tapped him on the elbow. Yeah, that's right. He started up. You see it from upstairs right there. He just laid it off the glass. John Thompson off the bench now. The 2 big field goals here in the first half to help Virginia Commonwealth get that lead.
Tell you, look back at that foul. That's not worth it. If you're going to get that foul on a shot, you better whack somebody pretty good.
You better be talking amputation when you get in there.
Thompson's free throw on the way and good. Boy, Thompson off the bench really giving Virginia Commonwealth a lift. He has scored 5 quick points off the bench. He's the high scorer in the game at this moment. Timeout here, 15-24 left in our first half. Virginia Commonwealth with a 4-point lead over Rutgers here.
So far, the shooting's been very poor. Rutgers 2 of 7. They're shooting 28.7%. VCU is at 4 out of 6, and that's the reason they have a 4-point lead right now.
11-7, VCU in front of Rutgers here. 15-24 left in the first half.
Interesting alignment on the out-of-bounds right here. 4 guys across.
Rutgers has 4 straight across, as you can see them there at free throw line and extended. Ward throwing the inbounds pass, gets it to Danica. He's trapped in a corner and tries to dribble it out of there. He's got problems and clears it now to Brown. And now they beat the press. Riggins picked it up on the wing and decided just to let everybody catch up to him that time. And now VCU sets his own.
Rutgers needs to improve that shooting. 2 of 7 is not going to win many basketball games. They need to get that ball to the inside.
Danica added a 3-point range. He'll take the 3-point shot. There's Riggins along the baseline in the corner, looped it in and out, and he's having shooting problems in the early going here. Bruce Allen for Virginia Commonwealth. Now to Derek McGhee, brings it out top, and Rutgers in his zone.
Mike Polio told us that one of the things that he's run into is a lot of zone defenses. And right here, Allen's going to take advantage of that zone defense with a big basket from the outside.
Bruce Allen now has 5 points, 13-7. Virginia Commonwealth by 6.
A good defensive job by VCU, and Rutgers beat him.
Virginia Commonwealth, though, picks up the missed shot. Bruce Allen's going to push it up. Try to get the ball down along the baseline to William Fizel, and it was tipped away in there.
You know, oftentimes when you talk about defense in basketball, there are 2 types of defense. You can be very aggressive with it, or you can be passive. VCU's gotten very aggressive the last 2 trips down the floor for Rutgers. Now Rutgers showing you a little bit of aggressive defense.
Allen to McGhee. Got rid of his defensive man and takes a turnaround shot and hits it. Derek McGhee with his first 2 points.
VCU continues that hot shooting.
Eric Riggins right now is 0 for 4 in the ball game, and it's very simple there. You just tell him to keep on shooting. Rutgers going to take a timeout, so Craig Littlepage has seen something he wants to make an adjustment to. Timeout here. 13:57 left in first half action here in Richmond. 15-7, Virginia Commonwealth leading Rutgers. 15-7, Virginia Commonwealth.
I was going to say right now VCU's got the lead 15-7, but they're not leading in rebounding. Rutgers has got 6, VCU only 4. There's been a whole lot of shots come off that VCU side, though.
No, and Rutgers just hasn't had a lot of shots. They haven't hit what they have put up, and let's see if Craig Littlepage, what adjustments he makes in the offense now. As Riggins set down along the baseline. Emery Ward's going to take the drive and gets it.
Well, that's a good move. Ward right down the lane. He kind of pierced his way through 2 defenders, went right inside and laid it up with the left hand. I mean, that's what they need. They need a little bit of more offensive work for some other players on the floor instead of Riggins. maybe Ward's going to give that for you.
Ward has 3 points now. It's a 15-9 ball game in the lane. Thompson has it knocked loose and stolen by Danica. Danica trying to lead the break, tried to get the ball up court to Brown, and is tipped out of bounds, and will be Virginia Commonwealth basketball. Coming out now for Virginia Commonwealth, William Fizel, and back in the lineup is Phil Stinnie. Stinnie has 2 points. Eric Riggins has 2. So, Larry, the big scorers really haven't opened up yet in this ball game.
Got a little bit of a problem over here. They're rolling up something in front of the table across from us here.
It's a rubber mat that they had down on the floor in front of a table across the way, a press table. And I heard Mickey Crowley, one of the officials, come over to the security man during the timeout and say, you've got to get those up. Somebody's going to slip and fall on them over there. So they found some help to get that done. There's Mickey Crowley, the man that ordered the mats up.
Yeah, that could be because those things they're slippery. If you step on them and the floor is very slick, you can just take your feet right out from underneath of you. Of course, the players aren't going to be on the out-of-bounds side, but the officials will be.
Virginia Commonwealth on the attack. Bruce Allen on the far side. Derek McGhee. McGhee started to slide into the lane. Now, nice bounce pass down inside to Stinnie. Thought he might have walked for a minute, but he didn't, and Stinnie has 4 points off a good feed.
I think Emory Ward was more shocked than anybody because he didn't go straight up. Stinnie turned and looked at him and said, I'm going to fake you one time, then I'm going up.
That's a nice feed from Derek McGhee that time, right?
It was. He got it right inside of that Rutgers zone.
17-9. Virginia Commonwealth off to a strong start here at home today. Shot Lee Perry won't fall. In and out, and Rutgers continues to have tough shooting luck. Derek McGhee right back for Virginia Commonwealth. Got a little penetration, goes to Allen. 2-point try is short. Got an air ball. Stinnie had it, and then Perry got it, and Stinnie's going to be called for a foul. Unintentionally undercut Lee Perry there as they went for the ball along the baseline. Craig Littlepage, the Rutgers coach, looking on. He's going to make a substitution here now.
Unusual foul right here. Allen with a miss. You see him come up a little bit short on it. Hits the front of the rim. Stinnie had it in his hand, dropped it. Perry comes up with the basketball, and there's Stinnie with a clip.
So 15 yards and the basketball. And Rutgers has it back. Emory Ward into Riggins, who doesn't want it against full court pressure. Gets it back to Brown. He's in the trap now. Danica, now they get it up to Riggins. They've got Watson over here on the sidelines. Riggins decided to hold it out now and let the offense catch up to him. So Rutgers perhaps turned down a fast break opportunity. Or there's Riggins down inside, and he's fouled. The basket's going to count. First field goal for Eric Riggins as he got him open down inside. He was fouled by Derek McGhee.
Watch him float right into the middle here. That's a good pass. Right into the middle, and he lays up with the left hand, and there's the foul committed. Riggins goes to the line. Good pass by Emory Ward. He got it right in where he should have, to the left side. Riggins caught it and laid it in.
Here's the defensive concept, Larry. They really didn't have much help behind Strayhorn that time, who was fronting Riggins. Free throw on the way. And good. Eric Riggins with a 3-point play. He now has 5.
Rutgers looks like they're going to play man-to-man now.
17-12, Virginia Commonwealth here. 12 minutes, 9 seconds left in first half action here in Richmond Coliseum. Virginia Commonwealth of basketball. Lionel Bacon with it.
Look, Danica doing a nice job playing the defense on him.
Bacon gives it up in the corner. Strayhorn's going to bring it back down the lane. There's Stinnie. The shot wouldn't fall. The tip won't go. And the rebound taken out of there by Steve Watson for Rutgers. Up to Brown, and now the Scarlet Knights with a chance here to get back within 3 points, perhaps 2 if they get a 3-point shot. Neither one of these teams has looked for a 3-pointer so far in this game. Danica will take one.
They're trying to get the ball to Riggins on the inside. There it is.
Well, they found him again with no help down behind him.
You know what they're doing? They're putting an umbrella. They're kind of moving all the other offensive players into the outside of the wings into the front, and there's nobody back on the backside to give him any help, and that's why this lob is working so far.
Rutgers taking advantage of it twice now. Riggins has scored 2 quick buckets, has 7 points. Down inside goes Stinnie, and he having some tough shooting luck. He's missed 2 shots from point-blank range, and now there's a foul called on Pete Strayhorn. If you've got to guard Eric Riggins all afternoon, that's not a very good place to spend a personal foul, Larry.
No, it's not, and you're going to have to go back to the other end. Maybe Mike Polio wants to change defenses here. He may give some consideration to doing that because they have gotten it to him inside, Riggins that is. When he gets in that position, he's tough.
Bruce Allen back in the Virginia Commonwealth lineup. Number 10, Alvin Hicks is coming off the bench also. Hicks is 6'3" junior. Rutgers with the basketball down by 3 with 11:14 left in the first half. And again, that out alignment, the 4 across at the free throw line. And Brown's going to beat it with a dribble this time. Now Danica back out to Brown.
And VCU will not change defenses. They're going to stay with that man-to-man. Let's see if they go to Riggins again.
Emory Ward. Danica looking at Riggins in the lane. Now takes it down to him. A turnaround shot is good.
Folks, it's time to change defenses or put somebody else on Riggins. That's 3 in a row. He's hot.
9 points now for Eric Riggins. He missed his first 4 shots, and now he's hit his last 3. And now it's a 1-point ball game, and there's a foul called on Eric Riggins in the lane, his first personal foul.
Well, that time, a little retribution on the part of VCU. Pete Strayhorn going to the middle, and he drew a foul from Riggins.
Strayhorn, a 6'6" junior from here in Richmond. A 74% free throw shooter on the line, a transfer from Christopher Newport College.
Had a brother played at William and Mary.
First point for Pete Strayhorn this afternoon. 2-point lead, Virginia Commonwealth.
It's always interesting in the publicity books that the teams put out. They always say the guy with the least amount of weights working on weights. You know, the guy that weighs 140 and 6'4". He's been working on weights.
2 points for Pete Strayhorn. I'll tell you one place they have been, a team we've both seen, Western Kentucky. Commonwealth gets the basketball back now. That's Bacon, had it knocked loose and taken away by Datica, his second steal of the afternoon. Rich Datica now with 30 steals on the year as he's picked up 2 in the early going here today. 10:15 left in our first half, and a foul called down along the lane.
I think it's going to be on Strayhorn.
Intentional foul.
Yeah, Strayhorn against Datica. Datica was trying to screen on that far side over there, and Strayhorn, instead of trying to fight through the screen, I mean, he literally fought through the screen. He threw an elbow at him.
It's going to be called an intentional foul. It'll be 2 shots. And Datica will go to the free throw now. Now a substitution here. Don Franco coming into the ball game. And Pete Strayhorn's going to sit down with those 2 fouls. So the man who had the defensive assignment on Eric Riggins is going to take 2 fouls and sit down here.
Well, now you got to think on the other side, is Don Franco going to pick up that defensive slack? Is he going to come out and be the one who guards Eric Riggins?
Funny thing about the 2 fouls, neither one of them was committed against Eric Riggins. Free throw, Datica, good. He got them both. Rich Datica has his first 2 points of the afternoon. Now it's 19-18. Virginia Commonwealth by 1. Rams were up by 6 a minute ago. And Rutgers has come right back. 10 minutes, 8 seconds left in first half action here.
Walk. It's a walk, yeah, no question. Move both feet.
John Thompson turns it over, and Rutgers with a chance to take just their second lead of the day. They were up by 1 point earlier in the ball game.
Let's watch it again. John Thompson right here. Allen with a pass. He comes in, gets the ball right where he wants to, but Thompson lifts that foot. It's a traveling violation. Rutgers gets it back, and then a chance to get the lead.
Lee Perry back in the ball game now for Rutgers. Watson on the dribble there. And we have a whistle blowing down in the lane. Things must be getting kind of chippy down in the lane right now. That time a foul goes against Virginia Commonwealth. And it's against Phil Stinnie. That'll be Stinnie's second personal foul.
Mickey Crowley just gave the designation. It looked like a bear hug around Eric Riggins. Phil Stinnie with a foul.
So Stinnie has 2 fouls here with 9:54 left in the first half.
Watch it right here. Watch Stinnie. You see Riggins trying to get open. He kind of wraps. Yeah, that's illegal. You can't do that. You can't hold on to the guy.
Do you want to dance? Eric Riggins.
Fred, oftentimes when you get a basketball game like this, for a couple of minutes, when it gets a little out of control and starts pushing and shoving on the inside, the officials will tighten up and start to blow the whistle to try to clean up that inside play. And I think maybe that's what they're doing right now.
Eric Riggins coming to life here now has scored 10 points in the first half of this ball game. Well, he really has the ability to take a game over, Larry. Now he has 11, and it's 20-19. Rutgers by 1 with 9:52 left in the first half.
Rutgers back into that zone defense.
Lionel Bacon, Stinnie. Bacon takes it into the circle, puts up the jump shot, and it won't fall for him. Emery Ward has the rebound for Rutgers. I believe for the first time today, Rutgers has the lead and the basketball.
Pretty good stretch right there by Emery Ward to get that rebound, and Rutgers now with a chance to extend that lead.
Watson back in front to Rich Datica for the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers.
VCU's changed defenses. They've gone to a zone defense, pretty much of a matchup zone defense.
Eric Riggins thought he had a man down inside and dumped the ball in there, and there was nothing around the white jerseys, and Virginia Commonwealth takes it right back. Don Franco, Lionel Bacon. Now Bruce Allen's going to take a 2-point attempt and drill it. Ooh, Bruce Allen got nothing but net. 7 points for Bruce Allen. 1 point lead, Virginia Commonwealth. You see the clock, 8:55 now left in the first half here.
Pretty good idea right here by Mike Polio to go to that zone defense. He got a turnover the last time. Let's see what they can do with this defense this time.
Riggins goes at it from the deep corner. It's off the heel of the rim. Rebounded there by John Thompson for Virginia Commonwealth. Allen puts a little pressure on. He gets the ball up in a hurry, and now Danica all tangled up with Lionel Bacon. And Danica's going to be called for the personal foul as Bacon hit the deck. Some funny fouls in this ballgame.
That's a funny foul by Danica right there. I thought he and Bacon just kind of locked their legs up, but Mickey Crowley saw something else and whistled a foul on Danica.
Steve Brown back in the Rutgers lineup now. Virginia Commonwealth with the basketball. McGhee. Don Franco. Back outside to Bruce Allen. Allen looking over at the bench to see what they want to run. Franco to Allen. Rutgers in the zone. Derek McGhee down in the lane to Stinnie, who steps in and scores, and he was fouled while he did it. Stinnie has a half dozen, and he'll go to the free throw stripe.
Hey, that's a pretty good move. You know, he got hammered from the backside, and he was up in the air when he got fouled. Watch him kind of double clutch the ball. Hold it after he gets the foul. Boom. Got it now. I'm going to go at it again.
I think he took one on top of the noodle there, didn't he?
Watch it. Watch Stinnie now. Good move. Takes it low. Quick step to the inside. There's the foul on the outside. He did. He got it right on the top of the head.
It's kind of disconcerting when you're trying to shoot a basketball.
Lee Perry really had no chance to get that ball, and he should have just let him go on.
It's Perry's second personal foul. Stinnie's free throw good. Phil Stinnie has 7. And a substitution now. Danica right back in the ball game for Rutgers. Comes back to the contest with 8:15 left in the first half. 24-20, Virginia Commonwealth. Game's been close throughout the first half. The Rams have had the lead through most of it. Danica for 3, short with a try, fighting to get his own rebound and commits a foul. Danica's second foul. So Danica and Perry each have 2 fouls for Rutgers now, and Strayhorn and Stinnie each have 2 for Virginia Commonwealth. So the possibilities for foul problems exist right now.
Danica getting a little slap on the behind right there from Eric Riggins, saying, come on, big fella, you can do it. That's a type of encouragement, positive attitude this club's had. Even in a losing season, they still try to help each other.
Franco shovels it down the middle. Thompson's going to take the jump shot, in and out. Rebounded there by Brown. The little point guard picked off the rebound and pushes it up now for Rutgers. Watson. Danica had a notion from three-point range, decided not to shoot it. Riggins roaming the baseline.
A little more patience by Rutgers this time. They're moving the ball well on the perimeter now. They can get it to the right man.
They did, but he missed the shot. And look at Emery Ward down inside. Pick off the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. And it looked like Don Franco perhaps that got him there. It was. And that's the first foul on Don Franco.
You know, Emery Ward is one of those type of players that the next day you sit there and you look at the paper and you see, well, he had a decent ball game, and all of a sudden he's got 12 or 13 points, 7 or 8 rebounds, a couple of assists. He's pretty much a complete basketball player. He does a lot of things well. In fact, when we were talking to the Rutgers staff before the game, they said that in the last 10 games as a starter, he's played about as well as anybody they've had this year.
Alvin Robinson in the ball game now for Virginia Commonwealth. Well, Riggins has been a streak shooter. He was 0 for 4, hit his next 3, and now has missed his last couple of shots. He's 3 for 9 in the ball game, and the free throw attempt falls short by Emery Ward.
He really pounds that ball into the floor.
Ward comes back to get the second free throw. He has 4 points in this ball game. We have a timeout. 7 minutes and 32 seconds left in first half action here in Richmond. 24-21, Virginia Commonwealth leading Rutgers. Looking at some of the crowd here in the Richmond Coliseum. The Atlantic 10 Conference has co-players of the week this week. Darrell Prue of West Virginia and Eric Riggins of Rutgers have been designated as the Atlantic 10 Conference co-players of the week for this particular week. And what a week they both had. Look at the numbers on them. In 3 games, Darrell Prue averaged 23 points and 8 rebounds a ball game. Eric Riggins in 2 games averaged 32 points and 7 rebounds. They are the co-players of the week. You could have made a case for Nate Blackwell this week. Also had a heck of a week for the Atlantic 10 Conference Temple Ball Club.
Well, is Temple playing well?
Oh, another big win over St. Joe's yesterday, and what I guess was another outstanding ball game between those two.
Well, you and I had that one earlier in the Palestra. That's about as good a college basketball game as I've witnessed this year.
Yes. 7:25 left in first half action here in the Richmond Coliseum today. 24-21, Virginia Commonwealth changed it 26-21. Phil Stinnie comes up with his 9th point of the ball game here today. The official telling one of the players to leave the ball alone when it goes to the nest. I think Derek McGhee maybe took a whack at it as it came through there.
Well, you know, oftentimes clubs will do that to you. They'll take the basketball and slap it away in case you've got a fast-breaking offense so you can't get into it.
Steve Brown back outside to Rich Danica.
Stinnie's 4 of 6 so far in the first half. He's having a good half.
Watson. Riggins trying to post up down low in the middle of his own. Watson fires from the corner and hits. Larry, I was just going to say that Steve Watson's role so far has been interesting. He just sort of stayed on the wing and kept moving the basketball, but that time he found a shot and took it.
Well, he's going to pack his own defense back inside and shut down the scoring of Riggins, and you've got to find other sources. That time it was Watson. Stinnie with another good move.
Stinnie shoots it.
You know what he's doing? He's 6'8". He's going inside, and he's posting up Emory Ward at 6'6" and taking advantage of that height. He's gotten 2 good baskets the last 2 trips.
Stinnie now has 11 points. 9 points to Eric Riggins so far in this ball game. Danica up top, Steve Brown. Well, Riggins is posted.
Yeah, VCU doing a good job on that defense, and they just got it inside, and Rutgers missed a shot.
Emory Ward had a shot from point-blank range, and it wouldn't drop for him. Now Bruce Allen up. Virginia Commonwealth has built the lead back to 5 with 6:10 left in the first half. Allen will take the shot a little bit strong. Watson had the rebound, and he was fouled by Alvin Robinson. Well, that's a foul that players sometimes just seem like they can't resist reaching in, and everybody will tell you, just don't do that.
Allen, a little bit of rushed on this shot right here. You see Alvin Robinson almost in good position to get the rebound. He kind of backed himself out of that rebound. You see right here on the other side, Steve Watson's going to come up with this ball as it caroms off the left side. Good, strong rebound. Robinson got an awful lot of his arm, and his hand, his wrist, his elbow.
2 rib cages in his chest, and it resulted in a personal foul on it. Lionel Bacon back in the ball game now. Alvin Hicks is in there.
I heard an interesting proposal the other day on the 3-point shot. If a guy is fouled on a 3-point attempt, why don't you give him 3 free throws?
I heard that same thing. Somehow that doesn't ring quite right with me. The point's very basic, Larry. If you get fouled attempting a 2-point shot, you get 2 free throws. If you get fouled on a 3-point shot, why not 3? Alvin Hicks. McGhee down inside Stinnie. Look at him. Wants the shot. He's partially blocked and taken away. Watson had the basketball. Then Tom Everson picked it off the floor. Steve Brown. So Watson got the block.
And again, Rutgers with that sort of that umbrella type offense. You can see them all around the outside. Now Brown comes out and takes it again. Now they line up in a 1-3-1 against this 2-3 VCU zone.
Boy, Riggins really working down along the baseline, trying to get posted and get the ball down in there.
But you know that VCU defense is concentrating on his presence.
There they took the lob over the top to him. The shot rolls off the rim. So Riggins now has missed 3 consecutive shots. It's been a case of feast or famine for him so
Franco,
far.
left side.
Yes, he gets it. Don Franco picks up his first 2 points of the afternoon, 30-23. Virginia Commonwealth by 7, and that's the biggest lead in the ball game so far.
Okay, trip down for Rutgers. They have to have a basket. They've got to get back in this basketball game before this first half winds down to the end.
Danica's going to take it on the move. The shot comes off the front of the rim, and boy, Rutgers has gone cold all of a sudden.
They have had really tough luck on those last 3 shots. Good move down the middle. Derek McGhee.
Derek McGhee just took it all the way as the Rutgers defense simply fell asleep on him down there. Everybody kind of turned their back and just let him take it. And it results in a 9-point lead for Virginia Commonwealth now with 4:30 left in the first half.
Yeah, VCU's going to stay with that zone defense. I think Mike Polio's changes in defense is what's caused this turnaround for them. They've been able to keep the ball away from Riggins or make it tough on Riggins when he gets it down inside.
Everson's shot won't fall, and a foul is going to go against Rutgers down there. Somebody had, no, it's going to go against Stinnie. Phil Stinnie's going to be called for the foul, and that's his 3rd, and Stinnie was positive that he was innocent.
Watch it again. Now watch the miss right here. Stinnie's working himself in position to get the rebound. Look at Riggins coming from the other side. You see him push off with that left hand?
Yeah.
He pushed off just before he grabbed the rebound.
Then he falls off balance. It looked like
watch it again. 35 right here. There's the push off against Riggins with the left hand. Then he goes up and gets it with the right hand. Of course,
now they're going to call a foul on Franco and not on Stinnie. So Stinnie did not pick up his 3rd foul. The foul was on Franco. And that is very big for Virginia Commonwealth because that would have been his 3rd foul.
Well, the fact is they took him out of the basketball game because it was his 3rd foul. Now he's out of the game. I wonder if the coach knows that.
I'm not sure that he does because he hasn't made a move to put him back in. Eric Riggins, free throw attempt on the way and good. 11 points now for Eric Riggins, 32-25, excuse me. 7-point lead here for Virginia Commonwealth. Emory Ward for Rutgers. In there. And Riggins is going to get a little breather here. He'll sit down with 11 points. Virginia Commonwealth with the basketball. So the two big scorers in the ball game are out now. Stinnie sitting down for Virginia Commonwealth. Riggins is down for Rutgers. Don Franco for Virginia Commonwealth. Derek McGhee. Action away from the ball results in a whistle. Is it a 3-second violation?
Yes, 3 seconds on Alvin Robinson.
Riggins is right back in now for Rutgers, so that wasn't much of a breather. Now we're going to have a timeout taken with 3:55 left in our first half. 32-25, Virginia Commonwealth leading Rutgers. We're back. Virginia Commonwealth now with a 7-point lead over Rutgers. They were up by 6 early, then Rutgers came back to get a 1-point lead and had the basketball. And Virginia Commonwealth hit him with another little burst right there.
Well, and then Rutgers continued to take the ball to the inside to Eric Riggins, and he had a real drought there for a period of time. He couldn't get any shots to drop. And then VCU picked it right back up again. They scored 4 or 5 quick baskets, and now they've got that big 7-point lead.
Riggins is back in the ball game now. What they need is another hot streak from him. He missed his first 4 shots, then hit 3. Now has missed 4 in a row. So they need to get him turned back around in a positive direction here. Rutgers with the basketball, down by 7. Again, 3:55 left in first half action here in Richmond.
VCU really concentrated on the inside. They know Riggins is on that baseline, and they're working that defense to concentrate on him, move it over there, flood that area with a lot of people, wherever he is.
He's been roaming the baseline a lot. Now they've moved him back out on the wing a little bit. Now he's back down the baseline. They get it to him deep in the corner. That's not where he wants it. Brown tried to feed it inside and is knocked away. It was intended for Emory Ward. Derek McGhee has it, and he's going to get the drive and miss it. And the tip-up is good by William Fazell.
Good move by Fazell. Always follow the layups. You never know when a guy's going to miss one.
34-25, Virginia Commonwealth. That's twice now they've simply let McGhee drive the length of the court and shoot a layup, Larry.
2-3 zone again by VCU. Again, concentrating on Riggins. Now he comes out front to pick the ball up.
He's all over the place. They're playing him all over the floor. Attica.
Some of these other Rutgers players are going to have to start thinking offense. They've got to start making some baskets to take that pressure off Riggins.
Riggins very strongly comes down the baseline. The ball was taken away, and he might have been hit in the face. Appears to be a little bit shaken up as they come back up court here. Bruce Allen with the basketball. Virginia Commonwealth with a chance to go up by double digits for the first time here today.
Rutgers has 13 rebounds in the first half, and VCU only 11, but VCU's done much better from their field goal side of it.
Thompson, way strong, gets the ball down on the blocks. He's hard to hold. Now Allen's going to take the two-point attempt, short with it, and a race on in the corner. Nice save down in there by Brown. He got it to Riggins and takes it right back. Long pass to Attica. Now Brown.
Rutgers is showing a lot more patience on offenses in the last 5 minutes than they did at the beginning of the game. VCU again trying to push it back to the inside, keep the ball away from in there, but they didn't do it that time.
Riggins got it wide open down inside, and he now has 13 points. 34-27, Virginia Commonwealth.
How about that pass by Steve Brown? He took it right down where he needed to and got it right in the hands of Eric Riggins.
1 minute, 46 seconds left in first half action here. McGhee at the baseline. Jam now gets it to Franco, and the long jumper good. That was a pretty good-looking shooter, Larry.
I want to tell you what, McGhee was fortunate to have Franco standing over there because he really had nowhere to go. He was surrounded by red shirts. Now we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds to play before the end of the first half, and VCU's back up on top by 9.
Don Franco now has 4 points in the ball game. Rich Attica way out above the circle with the basketball. Steve Brown. Now Riggins. Down in the middle it goes to Everson, and the turnaround pass taken away by Virginia Commonwealth. Bruce Allen brings it right back for the Rams. They're starting to force some turnovers here now. Franco takes it into the circle, puts up the off-balance jumper. It won't fall. Riggins rebounds for Rutgers.
Attica off to the side. He can't get it to go in.
Rutgers really shooting poorly right now. Can't get a shot to drop. 50 seconds left in first half action here. 36-27. Virginia Commonwealth with a 9-point lead in the basketball.
Friends, you got about 15 seconds between the end of the first half and the shot clock. Allen from the corner. He can't get it to go in.
Now neither club can buy a basket. We've got a foul called on the rebound attempt. It's going to go against Virginia Commonwealth. It's against John Thompson. And that'll be Thompson's second personal foul. Substitution now, Virginia Commonwealth. In the ball game, Lionel Bacon again. Eric Riggins will be on the free throw line.
Mike Polio right there just shouted instruction to his club as they walk down to the other end as Rutgers shoots the free throws. Is when you get it back, I want one shot. So he's going to take the final shot of the first half, hopefully, unless he loses it on a turnover or a steal.
Eric Riggins with 15 first half points will be on the free throw line. Martin Hamlin checks in now for Virginia Commonwealth. And John Thompson will sit out the remaining seconds of the first half. Eric Riggins, the 6'8 senior, and 15 points already in the ball game for Riggins. He's had 2 cold spells. We're only in the first half. The free throw won't fall. Hamlin just off the bench, picks off the rebound. And now Mike Polio wants the final shot of the half. 30 seconds left in the first half. Virginia Commonwealth with the basketball, leading by 9.
They're going to hold on to it and force Rutgers to come out and pick them up. Here's a good idea, Fred. You go out and you put pressure on right now, man-to-man defense, and in the last 5 or 6 seconds, drop back into the zone real quick. Good pressure, good man-to-man. You know they're not going to take a shot. You can put as much pressure on them as you want to.
McGhee, nice bank shot. Derek McGhee, his 6th point of the ball game. 2 seconds left in the half. Watson lets it fly from long range and doesn't get close. And Virginia Commonwealth will take an 11-point lead to the locker room here at halftime. They're up by a 38-27 count, and Rutgers not able to accomplish much late in the first half. So again, it's 38-27. We're at halftime in the Richmond Coliseum. Virginia Commonwealth will lead over Rutgers. We'll be back. A couple of ball games. Looks a little bit pale, but he's very energetic, has his sense of humor.
He's one of the most animated coaches on the sidelines in college basketball.
Says, I just can't figure this team out. We talked about their home and road records earlier. They're 7-2 on the road, 6-7 at home. So maybe the Beach Boys concert has helped me here today because so many people came out dressed in Hawaiian clothes. Maybe they think they're at the Rainbow Classic or someplace here today, and they're really playing well. It'll be Rutgers basketball. The Scarlet Knights down by 11 as we open second half action here in the Richmond Coliseum. Backcourt scoring in the first half. Virginia Commonwealth got the better of it by 13. That's the difference in the help that Stinnie's getting.
That's the big difference right there.
Emery Ward. Different starting lineup now for Rutgers. They've got Steve Watson on the floor to start the second half. Lee Perry's there.
Well, Riggins and Petway are really going at each other down in the lane.
Rich Dadica's not on the floor to start the second half, and there's Lee Perry getting a shot down. So quickly, they get some offensive help for Riggins here.
Maybe that's what you need. You need to loosen up a little bit, let Perry do it, let Watson do it, Brown do it. You've got to have some help. Riggins can't carry the load by himself.
38-29. Virginia Commonwealth here as we open the second half. Derek McGhee. Steve Brown out defending. Rutgers in the zone now. McGhee trying to adjust the offense. Can't quite get him where he wants him. Now they do. They get the ball in the middle of the lane. And Petway's shot falls off the rim, and Rutgers with a chance to take 2 more points off the deficit.
VCU's going to go with the man-to-man defense. They were zoned the first trip. Now they switch defenses. Rutgers trying to move the basketball. They got it to Riggins.
And he was fouled. He took the off-balance shot.
Mike Polio's really upset. And I think the reason he's upset is that Petway didn't get in front to deny that pass. You got to front Riggins and not let that pass come in like that. But Petway and also some of the other VCU players have been burned with a lob pass in the first half. Petway picking up his third.
Third personal foul called on Petway. Eric Riggins. He is a 79% free throw shooter. 15 points in the first half of this one. And now he has 16. Larry mentioned at the start of the game, over his last 3 ball games, Riggins has scored 96 points. Over his last 6, he has averaged 28.
Interesting, he's the 11th leading scorer in Rutgers history. In fact, he jetted by a guy down in Raleigh, North Carolina by the name of Valvano. Whoever said he could score that much?
I didn't know he scored that many points. Look, he's still having problems setting that VCU offense against the zone, Larry.
They've got the open men on the wings. They've got Petway on one side and Allen in the corner.
Now they go to Allen. He drills the shot from the deep corner, so they got it where they wanted it. And Bruce Allen picks up his 9th point. He's a good-looking shooter.
I tell you, given enough time, he can set himself and shoot the ball very well. He has difficulty getting his shot off on the move, but given time, he can get it up.
Deflection, the ball was intended for Riggins. Allen picks it up. He's going to split the pair from Rutgers, and he's fouled as he missed the shot.
The defensive play was made on the other end by VCU, and it was Derek McGhee who came in and slapped the ball away, got it to Allen. And I thought maybe he was going to give the ball back to McGhee, driving on the left side. Watch him come in here. No, it wasn't. It was Stinnie that slapped the ball away. I thought it was McGhee. Stinnie with a slap away right there, and Bruce Allen taking the ball up the middle on the break, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Steve Watson committed his first personal foul on the play. Bruce Allen with 9 points, make it 10. He's a 66% shooter, a 5'11 senior from Newark, Ohio. Been a very solid player for this program, hasn't he?
He's been here for a number of years, and he really runs the ball club from the outside. And he's a good shooter besides being a good point guard.
Allen's free throw misses. We have 18 minutes and 3 seconds left in this basketball game. 41-30, Virginia Commonwealth up by 11.
VCU zoning again. They lost it again. Rutgers did to VCU.
McGhee, long pass. Phil Stinnie off the baseline, and he just drills it. Stinnie has 13 points, and Virginia Commonwealth with the biggest lead of the game at 13.
Fred, that was just a result of Rutgers not getting back on defense. Stinnie beat him down the floor and got the shot off before they could get in position to even defend him.
They've been hurt a few times like that today. McGhee's taken a couple of drives against him. They tried to go to the baseline that time. To Lee Perry, it was denied.
You know, it's one of those things, too, you don't practice a lot in the practice in basketball, is getting back on defense quickly. It just seems like a common sense thing. You've got to get down the floor.
Riggins lobs inbounds to Perry. Outside it goes to Watson. Now to Brown. Now to Riggins on the wing. Perry trying to post up down inside. It's Emery Ward. They got the ball to him, and then he was intimidated by a defensive player and lost the ball down in there. But it's still Rutgers basketball.
Looked like it went off McGhee, who was laying prone on the floor.
Brown. And it comes to Watson. Watson needs some help and brings it back outside. There they got it down inside to Riggins. He's double-teamed and fouled. The man that got him is Derek McGhee, and it'll be his second foul.
When Riggins gets it on the inside, you can see the VCU defense collapse right around him. Now watch McGhee fall back inside right there, trying to give some help. He's a little bit late in arriving. Looks like he got an awful lot of the basketball.
McGhee's second foul again. Rutgers still down by 13, still having problems with that offense. They just can't get it on track. Brown inbounds to Watson. Watson bounces it down in the lane and is knocked out of there. Watson now badly off balance, throws it up and misses. And Perry gets it back, takes the shot in and out. And now a foul is going to be called against Pete Strayhorn, I believe. That's the third on Strayhorn.
That's an interesting call right there. I thought maybe on the inside that Lee Perry might have been the one called for pushing off, and then they turned around and gave the foul to Strayhorn.
Strayhorn starting this game guarding Eric Riggins. He's committed 3 fouls. None of them have been against Eric Riggins. They've all been against somebody else.
VCU in a 3-2 zone. Pretty much a matchup out of that, though. They try to concentrate on Riggins, who now has to come outside to get the ball.
Riggins sliding along the baseline, hands up, wants the basketball. They can't get it down there. Now they try to, and it's knocked out of there by Stinnie. And Stinnie stepped on the out-of-bounds strike. You see what Mike Polio just did? He shook the referee's hand. Here's the play again.
Watch Stinnie with the steal right here. He puts his foot right on the line just before he makes the pass back in. The official walked down through there and said, no, it's going to go back to Rutgers. And Mike Polio walked over, shook his hand. He says, yeah, you made a good call.
I don't know if I've seen that one before or not.
They get enough screaming at it. Why not just walk over and say, hey, that one was right?
Nice call, ref, and a win against us. 43-30, Virginia Commonwealth. Rutgers still trying to get the lid off the basket here. They've scored just 3 points in the second half. Brown trying and does. He got a 3-point goal.
Boy, Brown, an infrequent shooter. Got one that time, and at a good time, it puts him down 10.
He got 3 points in the first half. Now he has a half dozen points in the ballgame. 43-33, Virginia Commonwealth. Stinnie turns and looks. The shot isn't there. Emery Ward had him shut down.
Rutgers are a little more active with that zone defense now. Perry really trying to keep the ball away from Petway, and then on the other side, Emery Ward trying to keep Phil Stinnie from receiving it.
McGhee, Stinnie has the ball. Triple team, and the shot is partially blocked out there. Watson got a hand on it and knocked it down. So Rutgers now with a chance to get back within 8, maybe 7 if they get the 3-point shot. Brown at the top of the circle.
VCU VCU is going to stay in that zone. If anything, Fred, it brings Eric Riggins away from where he's dangerous underneath. But now he's got it.
From the deep corner, and he drilled it.
Boy, Derek McGhee right in his face, too.
Eric Riggins at 6'8" went to the deep corner and picked up his 18th point of the ball game. And now it's 43-35, an 8-point lead to Virginia Commonwealth. 15:09 left in this basketball game. Petway shot no. Stinnie tips it, won't fall. And a rebound taken out of there by Emery Ward for Rutgers. And the Scarlet Knights in a pretty good run right now.
Yeah, they've had 2 baskets in a row, 2 consecutive trips. The third one here could get them within 6 or 5 if they got a 3-point play.
They've knocked 5 points off the lead right now. It was a 13. At the moment, it's 8. And there's Emery Ward down low. Missed the shot. And Riggins got a loose ball down inside and scores his 20th point of the afternoon. So suddenly it's Rutgers fighting back, and a timeout taken here with 14:40 left in the game. And now Virginia Commonwealth up by 6. 14:40 left in this game. And Rutgers again has tightened it up. They've come from 13 back to make it a 6-point ball game now.
First half was kind of a game of streaks. VCU got off to a big start. Rutgers made their run, and VCU again before the end of the first half. Now it appears as Rutgers picked up the momentum.
Bruce Allen. Deep corner now to Strayhorn. Thompson had it blocked, taken away by Rutgers. Brown's got it. On up to Emery Ward, trying to control it. Just has to throw it in the air and the hope turned out well. Riggins caught the ball and was fouled by Phil Stinnie, and that's Stinnie's 3rd.
That's the old over-the-head trick pass. And Eric Riggins was standing in the right place to grab it, and Stinnie committed the foul. Watch it again right here. Watch Emery Ward save the basketball right over his head. Anybody back there? Sure, Eric Riggins is. He's going to catch it and get fouled by Phil Stinnie.
There's a little bit of luck involved in that, would you say? That's not a play you work on every day in practice either. Stinnie's 3rd personal foul, and he draws it with 14:11 left in the game. Now
try.
3.
Steve Brown with another big basket from the outside, and he's got 2 3-point goals in the second half.
All of a sudden, it's a 3-point ball game.
Well, that 11-point lead dissipated quickly, didn't it?
Yeah. Now it's a 3-point ball game. Still a long way to go. Stinnie playing with the 3 fouls. Mike Polio staying with him. Bruce Allen.
You know, sometimes when you're the club that's ahead and the other club is making a run at you, you get a little tentative. Rutgers with another chance now.
3-point goal would tie it here. 43-40. Virginia Commonwealth. 13:30 left in the game. Well, what was a 13-point lead's in trouble. Riggins from long range misses a shot. Big rebound, Emery Ward. Keeps the ball for Rutgers.
He's one of those guys, as I said, you just wake up in the morning and say, well, he played a pretty good ball game. He's playing a whale of a game. There's a key rebound right there to keep Rutgers alive.
Watson, cross court to Riggins. Baseline, Perry. Nice turnaround jumper, but he missed.
Well, Fred, they had 2 wide open shots there and couldn't get either one of them to go in.
Virginia Commonwealth now with the ball back. 12:55 left in the game.
Okay, so now if you're Craig Littlepage, you reach down, you say, come on, guys, keep after it. We're playing well. Stinnie got it.
Phil Stinnie now with 15 points. Brown right back for Rutgers. 45-40 Virginia Commonwealth. Watson, now Riggins. That's Brown.
Watson with a good lob to the inside. I think Stinnie might have pushed off.
Hey, Bruce Allen apparently injured an ankle. He's limping a little bit and looking back to the bench, and now they're going to replace him. Derek McGhee's coming into the ball game, and Allen's going to go to the bench. Looks pretty good coming off right now, but he was injured on that last trip down the floor somehow.
Fred, that foul was committed by Phil Stinnie just a few seconds ago. Watch the move right here. Watch Allen go up. Now watch him come down. You know what he did? I think he may have stepped on somebody's ankle right there. I can't see who that was.
Looked like he got somebody
Hicks.
on.
It might be Alvin Hicks.
It was. Rutgers down by 5. Brown deep in the corner. Fires it up to Riggins. Comes into the lane. The short jumper off the heel of the rim, but a foul was called.
And another one of those little chippies right down the middle. Had it wide open. He got fouled on the elbow and couldn't get the ball to drop in. Watch it again right here. Good pass. Riggins with a strong move down the middle. Finds the opening. Goes right between the 2 guards. Takes it up strong. Gets fouled. Cannot get that ball to go in.
That is the 16th foul against Virginia Commonwealth. the first foul on Alvin Hicks. 16 fouls against the Rams. Only one has been called against Rutgers in this half.
We've still got 12 minutes and 9 seconds left to play in the second half.
Eric Riggins with 20 points in the ball game steps to the line. Got the free throw.
Now it's a 3-point lead.
45-42. Virginia Commonwealth by 3. 12 minutes, 4 seconds left in the ball game. Derek McGhee for the Rams of Virginia Commonwealth.
Rutgers gone into a 1-3-1 now. They'll trap out of that. They'll send the wing player and the baseline guy to the corners if the ball goes there.
Hicks. Riggins out defending Hicks way out on the court. Now McGhee.
Well, those cross-court skip passes are very effective. You can make them against that zone defense.
Hicks shot misses. The rebound. Emory Ward again up, wiping the glass. 45-42, Virginia Commonwealth. Allen's going to come back in the ball game for the Rams. Also getting his warm-ups off is Alvin Robinson for Virginia Commonwealth. In the middle, they got Perry, and now he almost lost the ball. Fires from deep in the baseline, can't get it. Oh, look at Riggins.
What a move by Riggins. Oh, did he go up strong.
Unbelievable offensive rebound and stick back from Eric Riggins that time. He has 24 points.
And a 1-point lead to VCU.
Derek McGhee. 11-10 left in the ball game. Ball kicked that time by Riggins, still out of bounds to Virginia Commonwealth. And now 2 substitutions for the Rams. Alvin Robinson and Bruce Allen check in. Alvin Hicks will sit down, as well as another Ram player. We'll find out who it is when we come back. 11-10 left in this game. 1-point lead to Virginia Commonwealth. 11-10 left in this ball game. It is 45-44 Virginia Commonwealth. Larry, you mentioned a while ago, it's really been a game of streaks for both ball clubs. First half and second half.
Field goal shooting percentages have drastically improved for Rutgers. You can see right here, 6 of 12 in the second half. They've gone from 33% to 50%, and that's the reason that there's just a 1-point deficit for them right now.
Derek McGhee with the basketball. And the Beach Boys will perform in concert at the conclusion of this basketball game. Shot by Bruce Allen doesn't fall, and here comes Rutgers with a basketball and a chance to take the lead after being down by 13 points. Brown clears the timeline. There's your score. 1-point lead, Virginia Commonwealth. 10:44 left in the game. Steve Watson played rather an interesting role in this offense. He just stands out here and passes the ball, and every once in a while they'll come up with a shot for him, and he drills it.
You know, Rutgers was down 11 points at halftime, and now they've got a chance to take the lead. That means they're going to wipe out an 11-point deficit and do it in less than 10 minutes.
Eric Riggins, shot doesn't go. And the rebound goes to Virginia Commonwealth. William Fizzell pulled it off of there. McGhee, nice spin move in the lane. Now clears the ball, and that is a long shot from Don Franco, and he drilled it.
But just when Rutgers had a chance to really get back in this basketball game, Franco hits a 3-pointer and drives them up by 4.
Don Franco with a half-dozen points now. 10 minutes, 2 seconds left in the basketball game. Riggins, nice feed to Emory Ward. Fouled as he gets the shot away. The foul doesn't go, and the foul was called against, or the shot doesn't go. The foul called against William Fizzell. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
Hey, Eric Riggins shows you a little bit of versatility right there. Not only is he a good scorer, he's a good passer. That was a good one in there. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a contortionist move right there to get that shot off.
He did a good job of getting the shot off. Steve Brown's going to take a little break here. Rich Danica will see his first action in the second half. He started the ball game, did not start the second half.
You know, we've been talking about Emory Ward this whole basketball game, and he has played an excellent game, only has 4 points. He's done a great job off the boards, though. He's been one of the leading rebounders, and he had 5 in the first half, and I know of at least 2 that he's gotten in the second half.
Emory Ward, with all the activity he's been in, he only has 5 points. Seems like he must have a dozen.
Well, the reason he's so active and the reason we've mentioned his name so often is the fact that he is doing a good job of rebounding. He's got about 7 or 8 rebounds so far, and you find a guy 6'6" in this country who can get you 7, 8, 9 rebounds every ball game. You got your player. There's Craig Littlepage on one knee in front of his bench. He's got his club back in this game.
48-46, Virginia Commonwealth. 9 minutes and 49 seconds left in the ball game now. McGhee, Franco, he can shoot it, and he drills it. That's a 3-point shot.
2 3-point shots in a row by Franco.
He has come off the bench to hit 5 in the second half, 9 in the ball game. Don Franco really shooting the ball well. He's hit both of his second half shots, and he's now 4 for 5 from the floor in this ball game.
That's a charge.
It's going to be a charge on Eric Riggins, his second personal foul.
Alvin Robinson with a good defensive position on the inside, and Eric Riggins went right into him.
He was set.
He was set. and Riggins was not.
Riggins going to get a little bit of a breather now. He'll go to the bench. You look at Mike Polio, the Virginia Commonwealth coach. There is Steve Brown back in the ball game for Rutgers.
I think that's a pretty good move on Craig Littlepage's part to get him out of the game. He might have been pressing, trying to get some points, get his club back in this game, puts him over there for a couple of minutes and talks to him, and then gets him back in the game.
McGhee down to baseline. Fazell, turnaround jumper, no. And reward another rebound for Rutgers. Boy, he is doing a job on the board. Well, now they're going to have to look to somebody else besides Riggins because he's not there.
Let's see how the offense works without him. VCU now not having to worry about Riggins. Let's see how they work their defense. It's going to go to Brown.
Missed the three-point attempt after he'd hit 2 in a row. And right back comes Virginia Commonwealth up by 5 with 8:44 left in the game. McGhee. That's the third time today he's been able to take a drive like that. He was fouled. That time the shot didn't fall for him.
Watch Steve Brown. He lets him go right there. And once he makes the turn to the inside, there's no way he's going to be able to catch up. And Lee Perry commits the foul. But it was actually Steve Brown. He kind of ran with him right to the free throw lane and then stopped. McGhee, or it wasn't McGhee. Whoever took the ball to the inside, it was McGhee who took the ball in there. He just kept going with him, went right down the lane. Perry committed the foul.
His third. Now he's out of the ball game. Eric Riggins is right back in for Rutgers. That rest didn't last very long.
Well, that may have been a little talk, too. He may have just got him off to the side and said, hey, look, don't press. You know, you're going to get your shots. You're going to get your opportunity to score. Just take them when they're available to you.
McGhee's free throw good. Derek McGhee now has 7 points. 6'2" sophomore from Elizabeth, New Jersey. 63% shooter. This one could give Virginia Commonwealth a 7-point lead again.
You know, McGhee is very impressive taking the ball down the lane. He's very quick. He gets that first step, and he really blows down the middle.
McGhee gets them both. He has 8 points, and now it is a 7-point lead for Virginia Commonwealth. Full court pressure applied. Datica gets it to Steve Brown, and Brown's going to dribble the ball and then give it up to Riggins in the corner. Datica, Brown, Watson. Well, he tried to pull it down inside the Riggins, deflected, and Watson saves it. Now he's going to take the floating jump shot in and out with a good step. Virginia Commonwealth with the basketball in a 7-point lead. Bruce Allen, well, they're giving him too many drives there.
Yeah, they're just letting it go right down the middle. That time, Allen, much like McGhee, took it right to the basket, and there was nobody there to stop him.
That's at least 5 times in this ballgame. The Rutgers have just sort of stepped aside and let Virginia Commonwealth shoot a layup, and it's now 55-46 Virginia Commonwealth. We have a timeout taken here. 8 minutes, 3 seconds left in the game, and now the Rams of Virginia Commonwealth up by 9.
The trouble with a used car is you never know how it's been used or abused. At National Car Rental, our used cars are cream puffs. They average just over a year old, so they're broken in, not broken down. And each comes with our exclusive 24,000-mile, 2-year limited warranty covering every major system. At National, we think when you buy a used car, you shouldn't be the one that gets used. For a sweet deal on a used car, check your phone book for the National Car Rental location near you.
As we take a look at the Rutgers cheerleaders, also, we want to discuss the importance of the three-point shooting so far in this basketball game. When you look at Rutgers' three-point shooting, they're 2 of 5, while VCU has been 3 of 4, and of those 3, Don Franco has 2 in the second half, which really has propelled this club. Well, they've got right now a 9-point lead, and it kind of kept them from really losing the lead because at the time, Rutgers was making a run at them.
Neither side has really attempted that many. Both sides have shot it pretty well. What a lift, Laurie, when you get a guy like Don Franco to come off the bench. He's got 9 points in this ball game off the bench, and he's helped his ball club. 55-46 right now. Virginia Commonwealth in front of Rutgers. We have 7:49 left in this basketball game. Watson almost put away and did. Bruce Allen on the run out, got the layup and a goaltending call. Danica went up and hit it. Give Bruce Allen his 14th point of the game.
Craig Littlepage really upset right there with Steve Brown for letting that ball being taken away from him. Watch Brown try to catch up. He'll run under Allen and past him. Allen, look at the push-off. Did you see him push him off with the right hand? Got him right by and took it up and laid it in. He gets the goal.
So it's back to an 11-point lead now for Virginia Commonwealth in the charge.
Boy, 2 big plays in a row. Brown commits the charge. He gives the ball up to VCU on the previous play. Steve Brown not having a very good second half.
Well, it's a shame from the Rutgers point of view because the Scarlet Knights had been down by 13, whittled it all the way down to 1, had the basketball, could have taken the lead, and instead they've fallen back by 11 now.
And again, it's that game of momentum. Very roller coaster type game.
Virginia Commonwealth to the basketball. Eric McGhee in and out of the circle with it. Back outside to Bruce Allen. Allen, nice fake. Oh, now he's got McGhee all alone on the left side of the circle. The shot doesn't fall. Alvin Robinson is fouled, and the shot doesn't go. Mike Polio applauding the Virginia Commonwealth effort here.
Emory Ward's going to commit the foul. Watch the good position by Alvin Robinson to get the rebound. A lot of white shirts around that offensive glass. There's Ward with a foul. Robinson to the line for 2.
Second foul on Emory Ward. 7:07 left in the ball game now. Alvin Robinson hit the deck pretty hard. One of the officials, Mickey Crowley, checking with him just to make sure he's okay. Now Emory Ward going out to shake his hand. Nice little gesture there. I think sometimes, Larry, you just want to make sure the other guy understands that there was nothing intentional involved in that.
It's always nice to say after he's just taking your ear off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got your ear right here in my pocket.
Let me give you your ear back.
Alvin Robinson's free throw good. It's always the little guy that does the apologizing, though. Some big guy comes in there and mashes you, and he never says anything to you. Just the free throw. Rutgers down by a dozen with 7:04 to play. They better make a move here.
Well, with this time 12-point deficit right now, they've got to do something.
Rich Datica. Brown back to Datica. He's got a three-point attempt in the air. Off the front of the rim. Rebound loose on the floor. Robinson had it. Now we've got a jump ball call. And it is Virginia Commonwealth basketball on the alternate possession rule.
Well, 1 minute, Alvin Robinson was a hero. He almost became a GOAT, and then he became a hero again. Watch him come down with this rebound right here, start up the floor. He's got white shirts in front of him, and he almost loses it, then goes back and retrieves it. He's able to come up with a jump ball. Alternate possession, it goes to VCU.
So the Rams up by a dozen with the basketball. Franco, Bruce Allen, long-range strike. Good. Whoa.
How about that for a baseline move for a guard shooting in the corner?
9 points in the second half, 16 in the ball game now for Bruce Allen, and a 14-point lead for Virginia Commonwealth. That's their biggest lead in the game. Seems to be happening in a hurry here. Eric Riggins can't get it back. 12 straight points have been scored by VCU now. Don Franco bobbled the ball, had a shot.
Well, he had stars in his eyes. He was ready to go up with it.
McGhee shot no. Franco's there. He's under. He scores. 14 straight points have been scored down by Virginia Commonwealth. Franco has 11. 16-point lead to the Rams.
Violation right there on the inside. Emory Ward stepped in bounds and tried to hit it to Brown.
Craig Littlepage, his composure being tested. He's a very calm, collected guy along the sideline. 6:02 left in this game, and we have a timeout. Virginia Commonwealth has opened a 16-point lead over Rutgers. Next Sunday, February 15th at 4 o'clock Eastern, our cameras will be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where the Massachusetts Minutemen will take on the Hawks of St. Joseph's. Be sure to join us next Sunday for more exciting Atlantic 10 basketball. Today, out of the Atlantic 10, Rutgers facing Sun Belt Conference opponent, Virginia Commonwealth. Both teams stepping out of conference play, and immediately following this game, to add to some of the excitement here in Richmond this afternoon, the Beach Boys will perform in concert here in the Richmond Coliseum, and a pretty good crowd on hand for the ball game and for the concert.
And a pretty good promotional idea, I think, by the VCU staff.
Waiting to get the game restarted. 6:02 left in this game. They were having some problems getting the game restarted, and there Allen can't handle it. Danica on the run out. Foul. Danica fouled by Bruce Allen.
And maybe Rutgers is going to break the drought right here. They need some points. With VCU scoring the last 12 points, Danica with a steal goes up. You're going to see that Allen commit the foul right here. Got him on the head.
So Danica will go to the free throw line. Rich Danica with 2 points in this ball game, both of them from the line. It's an amazing number to me. He is a 59% free throw shooter. I find that hard to believe.
You watch that one right there, you can see why.
I shouldn't find it so hard to believe.
He's got to get it up a little bit. He shot it a little bit short. There he goes.
There he got it. Came right back, so he's 3 for 4 at the line today. Danica has 3 points. And now it's a 15-point lead to Virginia Commonwealth with 5:51 left in the ball game. Strayhorn got the pass down to the baseline, but to kick it right back outside. Derek McGhee. Strayhorn back to McGhee. Back to Strayhorn down at the baseline, and the shot good.
That's a good little two-man game. Strayhorn and McGhee playing with each other on the other side over here. Ball to ball. They got it inside. Strayhorn got the basket.
17-point lead now to Virginia Commonwealth. They just continue to widen the gap here. It's their biggest lead of the game. Eric Wiggins trying to change that camp. And Bruce Allen got hit in the head but came away with the basketball. That's what happens when you're 5'11 and go down there to rebound. Somebody will whack you on top of the head. Allen having trouble controlling the ball. Oh, great effort from William Fizzell. And Emery Ward is down and hurt. Well, Rutgers, a team that has suffered so many injuries, and there's Emery Ward riding in pain on the floor in the lane. The Rutgers trainer very quickly out there to take a look at him.
Watch Emery Ward right here. You're going to see it right in the middle of your screen right here. Watch him go down on the floor right there. I'm not too sure. It looked like he might have hit. Yeah, he may have hit his hip right there on the ankle. I think maybe it was William Fizzell who was laying there on the floor. I think he rolled over on the ankle of William Fizzell, hurt his hip.
That's rather a strange injury. Let's take a look at that again and see if we can see any more.
All right, now watch him. He's right in the middle of your screen. Watch Fizzell go down. Now watch him roll over right here. Emery Ward rolling right there.
Yeah, but he was already in pain before that happened.
Yeah, he was hurt before. That's right, before he even got to the floor.
You could see him grimacing before he ever hit the deck. So Emery Ward has come out of there. Well, he is in some pain on the bench for Rutgers, so he's out of the ball game now with 5:06 left to play.
You know, sometimes, Fred, when something quick happens, you make a sudden turn. That'll happen to you. It'll happen with your knee, your ankle, your hip, and sometimes it gets a little out of joint, and you can get a little bit of a bruise out of that. Maybe that's what happened to him. He made that quick turn or pivot, and it affected him in the hip.
Tom Everson now has replaced him in the Rutgers lineup. 4:59 left in the ball game. Virginia Commonwealth. Fizzell back in the lane. Strayhorn got his own tip, and now they let the basket stand. It looked like somebody went up and grabbed the rim.
I think Alvin Robinson had his elbow down in it.
4 points now for Fizzell. 19-point lead, Virginia Commonwealth. Well, whatever problem the Rams have had at home this year, they've certainly solved it here today. As you see Tom Everson dump one in very quickly for Rutgers. His first 2 points, and it's 66-49. Virginia Commonwealth with 4:27 left in the game. McGhee,
Strayhorn playing man-to-man defense. McGhee and Strayhorn are really playing a good two-man game right here.
Steve Watson called for his second personal foul. Greg Littlepage talking to an official in front of the bench, and I suspect he's talking about the play a moment ago where he thought somebody from Virginia Commonwealth had grabbed the rim before a shot was rebounded and scored. Well, he really keeps his composure, doesn't he, Larry?
Yeah, he really does. Of course, you know, he was an assistant at the University of Virginia with Terry Holland for so many years. In his second year here at Rutgers.
Long inbounds pass picked up by Bruce Allen. Derek McGhee, Rutgers back in the zone. Bruce Allen from long range got an air ball. And it's out of bounds, belongs to Rutgers here with 4 minutes, 8 seconds left in the game. At the moment, Virginia Commonwealth sitting pretty with a 17-point lead.
Well, this is one of those situations where you either have a good basketball game and everybody plays well, or the starters start to pad their scoring average. And everybody starts throwing it up.
Watson throws it up and misses. Rebounded by Fizzell. Eric McGhee. He's going to take the shot himself, and he got an air ball. Partially blocked that time. And a foul is going to be called on Alvin Robinson. It'll be his second personal foul. Play getting a bit ragged at the moment. Phil Stinnie coming back in the lineup now for Virginia Commonwealth. And William Fizzell, who did pretty good work off the bench, is going to sit down. There's Stinnie back in the ballgame. He's had a quiet second half. He's had a quiet day, really. Has 15 points here for Virginia Commonwealth so far today. Now, Eric Riggins is going to come back in for Rutgers. So both coaches get their big scorer back in the game. Rich Danica sits down. Eric Riggins so far today has 24 points. This is Lee Perry on the line. He has 4. Make it 5.
He looks very much like his brother Tim. Plays over at Temple.
Does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does. They're Tell you what, you talk about a good basketball team. I got Temple in the Final Four. How about you?
I think they've got a great chance to be one of the Final Four teams. I really do.
Everything goes well and no injuries. They got a real shot at it. They got a lot of talent. John Chaney doing an excellent job of coaching.
And you know what? If you got a chance to be a Final Four team, you got a chance to be a national champion.
Absolutely.
You're only 2 wins away. It's not that hard to do, is it? Win 2 in a row?
At that level, it is.
I was going to say, yeah, it is when you get there. Turnaround shot, no good inside. Rebounded by Lee Perry. Western Kentucky out of the Sun Belt Conference, probably a Final Four contender.
They're one of the sleepers, I think. They got a nice big club. There's a three-point play by Brown. It's his third one today.
Third one of the second half, and he now has a dozen points in this ballgame. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left to play. 12-point lead here, and a foul's going to be called on Derek McGhee, and Rutgers trying to make a late run at this thing now.
All right, they get it now. These 2 free throws will get it down to 10, and they're right back in it. Watch it again right here. And that's a good move. Steve Brown with a steal. McGhee really caught off guard. Off guard? That's not a bad comment.
Timeout here. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in this basketball game. It is 66-54, Virginia Commonwealth. Timeouts left. Virginia Commonwealth has 2 left. Rutgers has 1. 3:05 left in the game, and a 12-point lead to Virginia Commonwealth here. But James Brown, who has hit 3 3-point shots in the second half, just came up with a steal and was fouled, so he's trying to lead a Rutgers charge down the stretch.
Steve Brown really has done an excellent job for them today. He's got a chance now to get this thing very respectable for Rutgers. If they can convert these 2 free throws, they're down to 10, and with 3:05 left to play, anything can happen.
Steve Brown, 63% free throw shooter, 1 for 2 at the line today. 6-foot senior from Trenton, from the Chorister High School. Started all 29 games last year, and starting at the point guard here today. So it could be a 10-point ball game now.
Okay, this one will get it to 10 if you can get it through there. All right, now they got to press. We got a foul right there.
Oh, there's a foul that takes away a chance to force a turnover. Tom Everson was called for a personal foul.
Oh, watch this again. This really hurts your club. Watch Everson, middle of your screen. Watch him turn an elbow right here. I'm not too sure he didn't have justification for that. I think he got pushed a little bit.
He was the man in the middle of the sandwich back there, and he tried to fight somebody off and was called for the personal foul. So at the other end now, it'll be Derek McGhee at the free throw line. He just hit 2 a moment ago, has 8 points today. Derek McGhee. Now he has 9 points. This one could put him in double digits.
That's got to be a Beach Boy enthusiast right there. That's a California girl if there ever was a California girl.
Beach Boys will perform in concert at the conclusion of this game. Derek McGhee, second free throw, misses. Rutgers now down by 11 with 3 minutes, 2 seconds to play. Brown, who's been hot from the three-point range, setting up out there again.
And VCU back into that 1-2-2 zone defense. Pretty active zone defense. McGhee and Allen on the point of it.
Brown's going to go for 3 again. He got it. He was fouled, and this could be a 4-point play.
How about that? Steve Brown leading the second half charge for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. He's moving it. Now they've got a shot at it.
Well, now it's an 8-point ball game, and he'll go to the free throw line. I don't know if I've seen a 4-point play this year or not off a 3-point shot.
We're going to see one right here if he can make this free throw.
Derek McGhee picked up his 3rd personal foul.
Watch in the corner of your screen right here. Now watch him. He goes straight up with the ball. Watch McGhee come over there. Got him on the arm as he released the ball.
Now Brown at the free throw line. He has 14 points in the second half. 4 of them on four 3-point goals, getting him a dozen. Now he has 15. It's a 67-60 Virginia Commonwealth lead. 2:43 to play. And if Rutgers forces another quick turnover or Virginia Commonwealth misses on this trip, it could be a ball game again. Just a moment ago, it was a 19-point lead to Virginia Commonwealth, and now it's 7. Blocking foul. Bruce Allen will go to the line. Steve Watson was called for his 3rd foul.
I'm going to tell you what, Watson just gave Allen a real Charlie horse in the thigh. When he went by and he blocked him with that big right leg, and he stuck it in right in the middle of Allen's thigh.
Hurt his ankle a little bit earlier today. He's going to be sore in the morning when he gets out of bed. Bruce Allen, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Has has 16 points in this contest. That's a miss. Oh, big rebound there, though. John Thompson takes it back up. He misses. Stinnie trying to get it. A wrestling match for the basketball down there, and a jump ball. It'll be Rutgers basketball. This thing's going to be a ball game yet, and now Stinnie may be hurt a little bit.
Emory Ward back into the basketball game for Rutgers. Boy, here's a chance for the Scarlet Knights to get right back in this, and they could be down 5 or 4 depending on what kind of shot they make.
2:25 left in the ball game. Big trip up for the Scarlet Knights. Won't rack this one up yet. Now Stinnie's going to come out of there. He's a little bit hurt. William Fizzell back in the ball game for Virginia Commonwealth. 2:25 left in the game. Greg Littlepage yelling some instruction to his ball club as they come up court. Brown. Riggins. Brown outside. Now Riggins. Brown has been the man from three-point range. Watson. He's got Riggins in the corner. He's going to go for 2. Off the back of the rim. Big rebound, Alvin Robinson. He's fouled by Emory Ward. So big play for Virginia Commonwealth. Emory Ward draws his 3rd personal foul. If that shot had fallen, it would have been a 5-point lead for Virginia Commonwealth with 2:06 to play.
Tell you what would have been a good play for him right there. He could have faked that ball, got the defender to kind of fly by and stand and then go right into the hoop. Nobody was there. Easy to say that now, isn't it? Sitting over here.
Alvin Robinson's 1 for 2 at the line today, just a 55% free throw shooter. So if you had to foul somebody, they may have fouled the right man. 1-1, and he missed it. And Rutgers still hanging in this thing. Lee Perry clears the rebound to Steve Brown. 2 minutes left in the ball game. 7-point lead, Virginia Commonwealth. Brown to Riggins. Riggins outside to Watson. Brown on the wing from three-point range. Doesn't get the shot. Watson takes it in the lane. Dumps it off inside to Emory Ward. And he
missed a layup. Wide open layup.
Ward is limping as he comes back up court. Larry, it looked like he simply could not get his feet underneath him.
Well, that's a tough shot to miss right there. Nobody around you.
Now 1:35 left in the game.
Well, they're going to start thinking about fouling now.
McGhee 2 times, and they're going to call a foul against Steve Brown outside. It'll be his 2nd personal foul. 1:29 left in the game. Now Fizzell is going to come out of the ball game. Stinnie back in for Virginia Commonwealth. Derek McGhee will go back to the line.
McGhee goes to the line, a 62% free throw shooter. VCU's had some problems at the free throw line this year with their shooting. They're only shooting 67% as a team.
They've missed 3 of them late in the ball game here. McGhee's is good. That could be a big point now for Virginia Commonwealth. That puts them up by 8 with 1:29 to go. More importantly, maybe it blunts a little bit of momentum that Rutgers was building up. Got them both. Those may be momentum breakers. We will see. 11 points now for Derek McGhee. 69-60 Virginia Commonwealth. 1:24 left in the game. Riggins steps in the lane, puts up the shot, and hits.
Good move by Riggins. Now Rutgers right back with the press. There's the foul committed down on the inside on the press by Steve Watson.
Riggins now has 26 points. Steve Watson now has 4 personal fouls.
Red 3-1 push 1-1.
Be a 1-1 now for Derek McGhee, and McGhee's limping. Well, there are going to be some sore people in the morning. McGhee's limping as he goes to the line. Allen's been bumped a couple of times. Phil Stinnie got hurt earlier. He's back in the ball game. They're all out there.
You know what happens to you? You play in a basketball game like that. After it's over with that night and the next day, you don't know how many times you've been hit, and you don't really know where you're sore. And then you wake up the next day and you find places on your body that you didn't even know were hit.
You think, I don't remember that. Free throw good. 12 points now for Derek McGhee. 70-62 Virginia Commonwealth. 1:15 left in the game. Mike Polio, Ram coach. McGhee's free throw, good again. He has hit 7 out of 8 free throws here in the second half and has 13 points in the ball game now. And Virginia Commonwealth restoring a bit of order. They're up by 9 with 1:06 to go. Brown to Watson, and a foul call down in the lane against Alvin Robinson. That's not a good foul for Virginia Commonwealth.
Well, the one thing, you know, if you're leading by 9 points, the one thing you want to do is keep the clock running. You don't want to foul. What he did was grab Eric Riggins. I can understand what he's trying to do, keep the ball away from the inside and not let him have it. My goodness, that's not what you want to do.
Alvin Robinson now will leave the ball game. John Thompson back on the court. Mike Polio says something to him as he takes him out. Eric Riggins will be on the free throw line. Again, he has 26 points on the afternoon. Make it 27.
Well, he had 3 great games in a row, 4 games in a row as far as scoring is concerned.
He had scored 96 in his last 3 ball games coming into this one. He now has 27 here today. This could get Rutgers within 7. How about that day from the line? 11 for 13. Giving 28 points on the afternoon. So a minute 3 to play. 7-point lead, Virginia Commonwealth. Full court pressure applied by Rutgers here. McGhee in backcourt. Datica with him and fouls him. Foul on Rich Datica, his 3rd. Derek McGhee, who's hit 7 out of 8 free throws here in the second half, will go back to the line. May not be the right guy to foul, Larry.
I know. Well, that's what you do, though. You're Mike Polio. You put the ball in the hands of the guy who can shoot free throws. And McGee's the one who's shooting it right now.
Alvin Robinson's going to get back in the ballgame. Pretty nice move by Mike Polio here. He just took him out to talk to him about a foul he committed just a moment ago. Now he's going to give him another opportunity, put him back on the floor. You have to like that.
For Alvin Robinson, you got to like it. You're back in the game playing again.
When you're out there where if the coach yells at you, you can act like you don't hear it. Well, he has done the job at the line as Derek McGhee down the stretch here. 8 out of 9 in the second half now he has hit. He's been the man to pretty much put the ball game away for Virginia Commonwealth. They're up by 8 with 59 seconds to go. Got them both. Well, he's got his stroke going at the free throw line. 57 seconds left in the game now. 9-point lead, Virginia Commonwealth.
Got to do some 3-point shooting here now.
Instead, they try to take it down inside to Riggins. And it's knocked out of bounds. Riggins will play it back in with 51 seconds left in the game. Watson's shot doesn't fall, and the foul called against Lee Perry, his 4th. 48 seconds left in this basketball game. Today's game has been a presentation of Creative Sports Marketing. The executive producer has been Bray Carey. The director for today's game, Ken Dennis. Our associate producer, Jerry Wetzel. The associate director has been Jenny Walter. And while we show you the names and credits of the other people who have made this broadcast possible, we want to thank all of them for a job well done. Brown with the basketball. Rutgers down by 9. 42 seconds left in the game. Brown going for 3. Missed. Derek McGhee out in open court. Starts to go in on Brown and decides to back it out instead. 30 seconds left in the ball game. Virginia Commonwealth just trying to put this one away, and Rich Datica was fouled by Pete Strayhorn. It's not foul.
It really was. You know, what happened was Datica was coming over to try to steal the ball, and Strayhorn just pushed him out of the way. Watch this. This is really unusual.
Mike Polio just looked at him and said, why did you do that?
I'm not too sure he's got an answer.
I don't know. He's puzzled. I was hoping you could tell me. I don't know. 27 seconds left. Don Franco coming back in the ball game now for Virginia Commonwealth. 73-64 Rams.
You know, you kind of look at this basketball game. It looks like that VCU is going to win it. They got to go back up against Jacksonville University. And yesterday in here, and Jacksonville brought Ronnie Murphy in here. Fred, he had 26 points in the first half and scored the first 17 points that Jacksonville scored. Mike Polio well on his way to now obtaining his 15th win. And if he gets 3 more, I think he's got a shot at that NIT.
Now we've got a foul call before the ball even comes back in bounds. And Stinnie will walk to the other end and shoot a free throw. That one was called against Eric Riggins for holding Stinnie. It'll be the 3rd on Eric Riggins. 73-64 Virginia Commonwealth here. Well, Mike Polio said before the game, Rory, we talked about it, this could be the biggest game of the year for them. This will be their 15th victory. They'll have a chance to pick up 18, 19 wins yet this year.
Well, they've got to go to Jacksonville. That'll be a tough win for them. Then they've got Old Dominion and James Madison, both in-state rivalries at home. And then they go to UNC Charlotte before they get into the Sun Belt Conference. So they've got a legitimate chance at winning 18, 19 games, I think.
16 points now for Phil Stinnie. 75-64, Virginia Commonwealth. Brown, Datica goes for three and gets it. Rich Datica picking up his 6th point of the ball game, and now Rutgers is going to take a timeout with 21 seconds left in the game, and it's an 8-point margin. Virginia Commonwealth getting the most out of their runs. It's been a streaky ball game. VCU got up early in the first half. Rutgers came back to take a brief lead, and then it was an 11-point lead for Virginia Commonwealth at halftime. In the second half, Virginia Commonwealth got up by 19. Rutgers came right back. Greg Littlepage in just his second year at Rutgers, and Mike Polio here in just his second year at Virginia Commonwealth. McGhee lobs it inbounds to Alvin Robinson, right back to McGhee, and a foul is called.
Lee Perry, I think, is going to get the foul.
It'll be Stinnie going to the free throw line. I believe Lee Perry is fouled out of the ball game here. He will sit down with a half dozen points for the afternoon. Lee Perry not coming off the floor yet. He started to come off, and the coaches said, get back out there. We haven't substituted yet. Now they do. Tom Everson will replace him. That'll be Alvin Robinson going to the line. Alvin Robinson 1 for 3 at the free throw line today. 20 seconds left in this game.
Well, he doesn't hesitate much at all, does he? He just gets the ball, bounces it once, puts it up. Let's see if he bounces it more than one time. 1, 2. That's for the second shot.
What's for his shot? Free throw missed. Here comes Rutgers. Down by 9, trying to make it 6 with a 3-point try, and it misses. And Stinnie has the rebound and is fouled by Datica. This one comes with 10 seconds left in the game.
You know, Fred, I'm really looking forward to next weekend watching Massachusetts play. I mean, they've got a great set of cards like we talked about at halftime. And, of course, they're going to go up against a good St. Joseph's club. But right now it's trying to fight and battle for that spot, that 3rd and 4th spot in the Atlantic 10.
That'll be next Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, and our cameras will be in Philadelphia. The Minutemen of Massachusetts take on the Hawks of St. Joseph's. So join us then for more exciting Atlantic 10 basketball. Mike Polio getting some new players in the game here. Free throw good by Phil Stinnie. 18 points today for Phil Stinnie. Derek McGhee and Bruce Allen, the guards, come out. In the ball game for Virginia Commonwealth, Andy Black and Brian Bender. 10-point lead, Virginia Commonwealth, with 10 seconds left in the game. Stinnie got them both. 19 points now for Phil Stinnie. He's going to come out of there. Darrell Reed will replace him. So Stinnie will finish the day with 19 points. Now 10 seconds left in the game. 78-67, Virginia Commonwealth. Datica with a long 3-point try misses. Rebound, Virginia Commonwealth. Trying to get it up court. Datica takes it back. Let's fly with no time left on the clock, and that's the ball game. 78-67, Virginia Commonwealth has defeated Rutgers here in Richmond this afternoon.